Yes, week 9 is here. A curtain call for the regular season. Some teams know it's the end of the line. Others desperately looking to keep their season going. In the PIL, 2 teams fighting for one last playoff spot. One needing some chips to fall in their favor. In the Metro League, 2 Beaverton teams hoping a win tonight means they won't have to wait and see if an at-large bid is coming. But we've got to start north of the border and a matchup we've been waiting all year for. What's up, everyone? I'm Orlando Sanchez. Union and Camas have locked up their spots in Washington's playoffs, but they're fighting over a league title. It's a battle of the top 5 teams in the Evergreen state. And in our biggest vote of the year, more than 23,000 made it our game of the week. Sky 8 giving us a beautiful shot at Doc Harris Stadium. Camas all in on this one. The fireworks show before the game. I told you they do it big out there. And the Papermakers provided the fireworks in the first half. That's Samisi Schultz with the short touchdown. Union blocked the point after, and that turned out to be huge. With under 4 minutes left, that's Joseph Ciofili with the 5-yard score. The Titans made the extra point and win it 14-13. They stopped the Papermakers' 58-game regular season win streak and win the 4A Greater St. Helens League. Just incredible. In Washington's 3A ranks, Evergreen needing a win over first-place Mountain View to help their playoff chances. They didn't get it. Mountain View just destroyed Evergreen. Quarterback Glenn Perry Jr. on the keeper gets the touchdown. Mountain View ran wild with a 55-3 win. They win the league title and get a home game next week in the playoffs. Things are crowded at the top of the Three Rivers League. These are the league records, folks. Take a look at that. Crowded at the top. Tigard looking to crown a great season with a conference title. But in their way, a Tualatin squad looking to grab the league's last guaranteed playoff spot. And this is something you don't see too often, if ever. A game played at 2 different stadiums. They moved it to Tualatin because of that power outage that happened there. It was a camo kind of night. The very first play from the second stadium. Yes, the second stadium. Jake Levitt diving right through the pile. That's worth 6 points. And if it worked the first time, why not do it again, right? As DJ Khaled would say, another one. That's Levitt diving into the crib. Tigard wins it 28-6, earning the Three Rivers League title. Chasing Tigard is Lake Oswego, battling crosstown rival Lake Ridge. And the Lakers weren't holding back. We're in the first quarter. Lake Ridge punting to Jordan Newland. And this is a kick they'd probably like to have back. Look at him go! That's a wrap once he gets to the outside, and you can talk to the hand. Lake Oswego wins in a blowout, and it's good enough to impress the computers too. They will be your #1 seed in the playoffs. In the Metro League, Beaverton and Southridge battling for the last guaranteed playoff spot. Southridge is likely in no matter what happens because they played a tough non-conference schedule. Beaverton is a borderline playoff team and definitely needed a win, but Sunset was in their way. The Beavers played like their season was on the line. Second quarter, Carson Budke airs it out for Grant Kirby. A few minutes later, Beaverton at it again. Trevor McDonald takes it up the middle and into the end zone for 6. This one would go back and forth, and 1 point was the difference. Beaverton beat Sunset 28-27 to make it into the playoffs. Southridge visiting Century, the Skyhawks jumping out early. But Century made a game of it in the fourth quarter. Jack Wilson hits Tyson Tippett for 47 yards. Oh yeah, and the touchdown. A few plays later, you gotta see this man. Baba Luafutu. Right place, right time. They call that a pick 6. But Southridge goes on to win a tight one, 42-41. They're on to the playoffs as an at-large bid. Liberty is in the playoffs, and they showed why. Sky 8 overhead in Aloha. Fourth quarter, Aiden Maloney getting it and won't take no for an answer. 9 yards for the score and a 42-21 W over Aloha. Next up, the postseason. Things locked in for the Mount Hood Conference, but Clackamas wanting to grab the #1 seed for the playoffs. They faced Centennial. We picked things up in the second quarter. Sky 8 overhead, and Mitchell Majeski hitting his main man, Cole Turner. He's going a very long way, all the way down to the 4-yard line. A 66-yard pitch and catch. He'd be rewarded with a touchdown catch a couple of plays later. This one got ugly in a hurry. Clackamas wins it 70-13, but it looks like they're going to get jumped in the rankings by Lake Oswego, so Clackamas has to settle for the #2 seed. Sky 8 providing the skylights as Central Catholic wraps up the regular season against Gresham. Second quarter in the perfect combination of blocks meets juking. That's Elijah Elliott. It's time to eat, young fella. That's a touchdown, and Central Catholic goes on to win a blowout, 58-7. In the PIL, 3 teams locked into the playoffs, but there's one more guaranteed spot to grab. One of those teams hoping to get in, the Franklin Quakers. They had to win this game because they weren't in the mix for an at-large bid. To Southeast Portland we go. This was a thriller. We're in the fourth quarter. Cleveland going up top. Jaden Hamblin throws an absolute dime to Tristan Bauman. That put the Warriors up 17-14. But with 50 seconds left in the game, Franklin comes through in the clutch. Cliff Carlson to Aaron Merrifield. That's the game winner. Franklin is going to the playoffs. Your final score, 21-17. Jefferson hosting Roosevelt. The very first play from scrimmage for Jefferson, and it is a bomb. Caleb Jordan on the money to Romeo Akil. 47-yard touchdown, and the man was fired up. Why not? It's senior night. Democrats roll. Final score, 51-16. The PIL champs doing work on the final day of the regular season, taking on Wilson. This is how the Cardinals get the party started. Punt return game is strong. That's Joe Burns. No one can bring him down. 72 yards to the house. That's how you set the tone. Lincoln goes on to win it 28-13, going undefeated in league play. If you want more, we've got you covered. Just head to our website, kgw.com, for extended highlights you can only get online.